to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, episode 43, recorded in Kendy's box room. Alright, here we go now. Jeez, that was some bit of stomach, wasn't it?
Stereo, the stomach.
Oh, phone's ringing. Hold on a second.
Sorry.
Hold on. Oh, Vinny Higgins. Oh, jeez, we'll answer this here. Quick, hit record there.
Okay, hang on.
Hello, Vinny.
What's the crack just had?
You did great timing, though. I won't lie to you, Vinny, because you are on the Kendy and Raybo podcast.
Oh, Jesus, really?
You've been Kendy.
Billy!
Oh, God. Jesus, I better let you continue with that. That's so important.
Listen, thanks really for your contribution. Anthony, you want to hear anyone you want to say hello to out there?
Yeah.
I want to say hello to all my friends.
Anybody who knows me.
Anyone who knows me, lovely.
That's it, yeah.
You're actually the second person we've caught on the recording, as in, just as we were about to start, you rang. So,
Oh, you got me. Oh,
yeah. Is
Christ
there any
almighty,
topics
so
you'd
live.
like us to discuss this week, you know?
Oh, jeez, there's so many topics I could go through. Bad drivers, road rage.
Right. Okay, bad drivers and road rage. We'll get straight into that then, so. Thanks very much for that, Vinny.
Get straight into it.
And folks at home will appreciate, doesn't Vinny have the nicest laugh, doesn't
They
he?
have a beautiful laugh.
Yeah.
Beautiful laugh.
But hey, Ray, you don't want to offend any of the other callers. Of course, they all have lovely
They all
laughs.
have lovely laughs,
Everyone has
don't they?
lovely laughs.
Oh,
out
of course, yeah. Until we hang up. Then, bastards, look at disturbing us doing our podcast. We're so important.
But come here.
Dick.
You're seeing another pair of broadcasting fellas.
Indeed, Dermot and Dave.
We're lucky to even have you on this production. You are the main man for the Dermot and Dave show.
Yeah, and you're lucky to have me talking now at the moment.
Exactly.
Because,
This cost us a fortune.
Yeah.
And come here, is there anything you could tell us about Dermot and Dave that you know that maybe they mightn't be as good as us at? You know, you've done both live shows now. You know, you've done the Kendy and Raybo live show, you've done the Dermot and Dave live show. Which was your favourite?
Oh, I'll have to be the Raybo and Kendy
Raybo,
one.
another
Jesus,
fella.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Raybo, the other fella. Yeah. What's his name again?
You wouldn't remember him. He's only a slip of a thing, you know. Very little personality.
Shawnee, is it? No.
Are the Dermot and Dave fellas nice fellas to work with?
They are, yeah, the dead sound. Yeah. No, they really are now, the dead sound.
Yeah.
I must say. And they are really funny.
And is it
Live,
true?
you know, and
Is it true that when they finish the show backstage, all they do is just drink vodka and start shifting the heads of each other? I've heard that rumor, man.
I refuse to comment on that one.
You're dead right. And you know something? It's great to see that you'll continue working with them with that attitude, in fairness to you. Cause
That's it, yes, yeah.
if you start telling stories like that, you'll find yourself straight back to the Raybo and the other fella live show. And you won't be getting
There's
half
less
as
money. There's less money in it, Vinny. Less money in
With
it.
the tour of the Bank of Ireland car park.
Oh, Vinny, thanks very much for coming on the show.
Right, lads, good luck in the podcast. Right?
Good luck,
Good
bye.
luck. Take care. Bye.
There we go. That was Vinny Higgins. He has great time for Ray now, Vinny. And even though he's done the Kendy and Raybo live podcast, still doesn't know who I am.
No, you couldn't blame him.
No, I
Do you
mean,
know?
I'm super forgettable, Vinny, so I don't hold you accountable.
You're an
at all.
inconsequential sort of young fella.
Yeah, I just kind of come and go kind of thing. Who was your man? Ja, your man. I'm one of those click finger fellas. You know, someone you go, oh, what's your man's name? Oh, what's his name?
That's very good.
It's called click finger famous. That's what that's called. What's his name again?
Yeah.
That'll
Come to me. Oh, that's going to annoy me now, that is. Oh, that's going to really annoy me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm going to have to Google it.
Yeah, thanks for that, Vinny.
But the funny thing about you is when they Google it, nothing comes up.
No, it won't come up either.
Come here, though. I've actually, now that you're talking about things like that,
Go on.
I heard a great saying, and I've never heard it before. Have you ever heard anyone say, no, I'm going to have to use the Father Ted version because I don't feel right cursing intentionally on this show?
Oh, it has to come out.
My mammy listens.
Yeah, for sure.
So did you ever hear the saying, fuck my life?
Yeah.
Have you ever used that saying?
No, FML.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used FML.
Have you never, well, not even FML, have you ever used fuck my, oh my God, I'm late for work, fuck my life?
Fuck my life.
Yeah. Would you be using that
No,
much?
do you know what I do? I go a bit deeper. I cut myself deeper than that.
Right.
I always say I hate myself.
You do.
If something happens, I go, I hate myself.
You do.
I think that cuts you deeper than fuck my life.
Well, the funny thing,
We are saying fuck my life.
the funny thing about what I heard there in the last few days was that there's an alternative to fuck my life.
Okay.
Which is, it's a bit like when you're back in school and you're learning the Mo Kenealip. The Mo Kenealip.
Yeah. They would have fucked my life.
Yeah. Fuck your life.
That's good.
The reason this was said to me is because it was said to me as in, like, I spilled something and the person next to me said, fuck your life.
Yeah.
And I kind of went, what in the name of Jesus is that? I've never heard that before.
Well, from now on, they should say you hate yourself.
Yeah.
That's what they should be.
But the worst thing is, though, at the time, the topic of discussion then got to, well, imagine saying that in really inappropriate places. Like at a funeral. Fuck your life. Fuck your life.
Shaking hands with everyone.
Fuck your life.
And we will now offer each other a side of that piece.
Yeah.
Fuck your life.
Fuck your life.
Fuck your life. Come here. So it's a Saturday afternoon.
Would you call it an afternoon? I suppose you would.
Yeah, it's just gone past 12, so it is an afternoon. We have a special guest who is in Sligo, but he will be joining us momentarily.
Yes.
He's gone down below to the shop and he'll be back soon. So, but we'll have to just continue on without him in the meantime, right?
In the meantime. But I have one very special thing to do in the meantime.
Go on.
As you may be aware, there is a foosball match on this weekend.
Right.
Mayo versus New York.
Oh, that's right.
And the entire population, the entire able-bodied population of Mayo, and I don't include myself in that, because I wouldn't call myself able-bodied, have evacuated and left Mayo and went to New York.
They're in the sinner.
There's no one left.
If you're a burglar, now is the time. You can ransack the place.
Would you believe it? They're having the actual burglar and what do you call the other... not cat thieves. I'm clicking here.
Oh, yeah.
No, what do you call that guy?
Cat burglar.
Cat burglars.
Yeah.
The annual cat burglars conference is on in Westport. In the Cascourt Hotel in Westport this very weekend, and isn't it mad they picked that weekend to have it?
Unbelievable.
I believe it was organised at short notice.
It was very short notice.
Yeah, so the majority of thieves in Ireland and from abroad
Aye.
are all assembling in the Cascourt Hotel this weekend for some strange reason.
I hope you have Aircom phone watch, lads.
I hope they have. What is Aircom phone?
I don't know. I think it's... I mean, someone rings you and says... because, well, here's what happens. They say, right, someone's had to break into the house.
Yeah.
We'll ring the house phone there and we see. And you ring the house phone, you get through to the burglar. So no one finds out Anton.
Mayo versus New York abroad in a very small Gaelic pitch in New York.
Aye.
How do you think it's going to go?
Gaelic Park in the Bronx.
Aye. How do you think it's going to go? Do you think New York will have a hope?
I tell you what, no. I think New York would do it.
So, at some point next week, all these Mayo people have to come home.
Yeah.
After the match, which we don't know what way it'll go.
Win, lose, draw, they have to come home.
They might win, they might lose, you never know.
Trump won't let them stay by.
No, don't. Do you think out of the 10,000 there'll be a gang of them that'll try and hang on?
Look, say that. Come here. One of the boys. Hey.
The greatest.
One of the boys
for
left
immigration
yeah,
ever.
isn't it? That is completely... One of the boys left Ballina 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
He has a penthouse suite, right? He reckons he fit 15 more lads in it.
What about the Guatemalans? When the Guatemalans come up via Mexico, there's all hell breaks loose. And they put up a big wall. And the National Guard is brought out. 10,000 Mayo people go over in a rake of planes and there's not a word said.
I tell you, you want to put a wall around Ackle to stop them going over, but build that wall.
I definitely think Trump missed the shot here.
I'll tell you what, give him 10 years, you'll be giving out about the Mayo boys.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yes, so they're coming home.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming home. And on the Wednesday morning, so this podcast will go out on Wednesday morning.
Aye.
And on the Wednesday morning, some of the Mayo supporters will be travelling westward from Dublin Airport.
All right.
And I promised one of the fellas I work with, who went over for the match.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not for the match. He went over to sit in a pub down the street and watch the match.
You didn't go to the match?
No, she can't get the tickets.
Jesus, man.
So he'd be in the car now and he'd be raging now that I even made a point of this. Right? And, wait, let's see.
Who is he?
What? His name is Alan Dunn. Alan, are you with us there, Alan?
Alan, I'm almost is his middle name.
He's not gonna like that. Oh, that's it. Oh, we've lost a fan.
Alan, I'm almost done. I think it's Latin or something. Because his family are very religious.
Oh. That is fierce crack. Well, I'll tell you, I promised him that as he was driving down from Dublin Airport at approximately 9:15, which is around about now,
Aye.
that I would play a certain song for Alan. And we're
lovely.
going to try and flout all the copyright laws now. And we're going to put this on for you, Alan. Do you know? Because it couldn't be truer now about you.
So he's driving home as we speak.
On his own, no one in the car. So I suppose this song isn't perfect. He said, I think we're alone now. Is the song by Tiffany.
Put in I'm instead.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the tune there, Alan.
Oh,
roll down the windows now. Finish off that double espresso.
let it out, Alan. Bye.
Hold on now. We have the karaoke version here, so we have the words in front of us. Something about children behave.
Children behave?
Okay, here we go. Children
Behave. That's what they say when we're together.
Good parents and so.
What should you play? They don't understand, and so we're running as fast as we can,
Do.
holding on to one another's hands,
There's a lot in this one.
trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground, and then we say, I think we're not alone now.
What alone, yeah?
It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're not alone now.
We're not alone. So song about that loan. We're after rewriting it. Okay. Next verse. We'll keep going. Right.
Look at the way we've got our eyes on the prize or something. Cause what would they say if they ever knew that we're so running as fast as we can,
Come on, folks.
holding on to one another's lungs,
Oh, nice Irish.
trying to get away into the night.
And then you
We put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground, and then we say, I think we're not alone now.
Oh,
There doesn't seem to be any young ones around. I think we're not alone now. The beating of me arse is the only sound. I think it's at alone now. Driving down the road, there's no one round. I think it's at alone
Take it
now.
off, Kendy.
The Beatles, they are played out of up inside. I can't read it, Ray. Alan, fair play to you, there you
Fade
go.
that out there now. Oh, that's marvellous. We're after writing a new song.
I'll tell you, that's going to go number one, Ray.
I think we're not alone now.
I think someone might have parried that already. I hope we didn't steal that from somebody. If we did, I'm sorry. That wasn't the intentions.
No, but we're going to look it up now. If we haven't stolen it from someone, you'll be getting that on iTunes, Spotify.
Yeah.
We'll be number one.
And in all shite record stores.
Yeah.
Not the good ones. Ray, he's waiting outside.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
enough-
hear him mumbling around. Yeah.
Enough shy talk.
We get him in?
We will. We'll
Get
get him
him
in. Darroch?
Come in, sit down. You put on them, man.
Landing a Boeing 747, what the fuck? What are these jokes?
Can you hear yourself all right?
That's fine, I'd say you could turn down the headphones a small bit.
Can you hear us better now?
Yeah, you got some setup since I've been here.
Oh, we spent a few pounds.
Huh?
Big Woody started
Was
rolling
there,
in.
Come here, folks.
was there raising the dole?
We got a grand. We got a grand.
The double dole.
We got the double doll at Christmas. We spent it on this thing.
Ordered it.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. And there's only one way to bring him in, Ray.
Mm-hmm. That is.
His favourite tune. Kick it.
She said the only thing
Yeah.
I want from you is a little bit of the big bamboo.
All together
Like
now.
a big bamboo.
Woo!
Bamboo.
Where's that man's Grammy?
Right, cut that there now. Now.
That's legitimately Derek's favourite song. Shame me more the big.
The only reason it's
Bamboo.
my favourite song is I know how you got away with it. Like, that's recorded.
It's out there.
Yeah, if you listen to the lyrics,
It's
that's right.
racist. It's really like
It's everything.
It's terrible. Yeah,
It's sexist, racist.
Oh, everything.
Welcome back, D. Fair play to you.
I got a treat.
Go on.
I brought in a slice of vegan brownie.
No.
You brought in one slice of it.
Mm.
Did you check your privilege at the door as well, man? There's some notions on that yolk.
It's made with real vegan.
It's made out of a real vegan.
Yeah, real vegans. Yeah, because you can see, I was to Laura in the gallery, she said, look at the little white bits in it.
That's it.
actually bone.
Ray's Jack and Jones t-shirts made out of hemp.
Why would you start?
'Cause you're a
Be,
hippie.
why would you be abusing me straight away on my sense of style?
I'm saying because you're vegan now, you're wearing hemp clothes.
Hey, it's not. I'm not the man in this room with notions. What were you going doing this morning?
Oh,
What were you thinking about doing this morning?
surfing.
Yeah, surfing.
Yeah, it didn't work though. He didn't. Derek said I'm going to go. Derek's at a wedding last night in Sligo. And he said I'm going to go right to this wedding, drive the car down, drive the car home. I'm going to get off then and get in touch with my Marishka. It's just getting one with the ocean, you know.
Yeah.
Go in and feel the water rubbing on my thighs and my plums.
Mm.
And it didn't happen because he ended up drinking. And he said,
Yeah, because the gearbox went in my car. No car, no surfing.
That's true. That's true. Would you not think about buying an L91 Volkswagen camper or something you could?
"Hey,
You
listen,
know?
listen. Derek
I'm
is
feeling
about
a bit attacked here.
No,
now.
shut up on it for a sec, because this is true. This is Ray. Derek is about 2 more moves away from getting a 1991 Transporter, a rusted old white one.
And converting it.
Yeah, no, he won't convert. He'll just
Oh.
say, no, it's grand, like, it's got 400,000 miles, but there's room in the back, like, for the wetsuit, like, and the board. He went after Morocco on a find himself holiday. Did you know that? Didn't you?
I just went to fucking Morocco.
Listen up, ladies and gentlemen, right? He went to Morocco.
I'll go
on
back
his own.
downstairs. You're attacking me now. You're both looking at me as well. I
listen,
don't like it. I'm fucking feeling cornered.
Didn't Mulhern go on a find himself holiday as well in Morocco?
He didn't go on his own. I went on my own.
Yeah, Derek went on his own out to Morocco to try and find himself, right? And so I was ripping the piss out of him before he went. I was saying, like, the head on you, man. Heading out to Morocco on your own to try and get in touch with your inner chakras, right? And listen to me. Ray, wait till you hear this one, right? So what he did, the past.
Go on.
We were off shopping. in Dublin, right, for his holiday. And he bought a few new pairs of pants and a few T-shirts, right? And when he got to the counter, he had accumulated an emanglement of beads that you wrap around your hand,
I lost them.
right? No, but listen. That's what people wear when they go on holidays. They get this loads and loads of beads, and they're like, "Yeah, well, I got this one off a girl
I
in
lost
Machu
them.
Picchu and shit." Derek wants to go pre-mangled with the beads already.
Pretty bejeweled.
Yeah, because he knew that if he landed out to all the dirty hippies that are in Morocco trying to find themselves as well, without beads all over his hands,
Yeah, they wouldn't accept him.
he wouldn't be accepted. They'd be like, "You're not travelled," you know. Now the only thing he could have done was he could have kept every single one of the bands from Oxygen since 2008 on your hand if you wanted.
That's
to.
apparently very bad, isn't it?
Is it? But those people just do
Yeah,
that.
but it's diseased.
How long would you leave an old festival armband on you?
On the day I come home, it's gone.
Maybe the same. I'd see Sean O'Reilly tipping around. I know we can't mention him now because he's gone. But I'd see Sean O'Reilly tipping around the house with the old wristband from 14 festivals over the summer.
No way.
And in October.
Yeah, but that's so that someone asked him in town.
Yeah.
What's that from? And he says, "Oh, you know, a festival there. I did it inside in Germany. Wasn't a big deal at all. Who's it going? Well, what's your name?"
You took a few drinks last night at the wedding, you did.
I did.
And did you enjoy it?
I did. It was a great wedding.
How do you find coming in late? Because obviously the car broke down, so you were late to get to the wedding.
I was technically 9 hours late. As I said, it was like Mr. Bean goes to a wedding, like what I was at. So the night before, at around 10 to 12, I was on Facebook and I saw the Child of Prague was put out. So someone took a picture that the Child of Prague was out for the wedding. I thought the wedding was Saturday.
What is the Child of Prague to do with a wedding?
Child of
Sorry,
Prague,
I
you
don't
put it
know
out the
this.
day
you
before
know
the
this?
wedding. You put it under a hedge and it stops the rain on your wedding day and gives
Yeah.
you good weather for the wedding day.
Really?
Yeah, Child of Prague is lethal, man.
Very effective.
So when I saw this on Thursday night, I was like, Jesus, what's the
Bit hairy.
story here? So it turns out the invitation wasn't wrong. I was wrong. The invitation was 100% correct, and it was the Friday.
Yeah.
So I had to work and then go down. So I left Dublin at 4 o'clock. I
As you
got
do.
in the door at the wedding at 9:30. When I come back, questions when I listen to you.
Yeah.
I was stuck in traffic. I was vexed.
Because you'd
I
be
was
stuck in
late.
traffic.
I was stuck in traffic, and it wasn't moving. And I was listening to your. I got 2 in yesterday. So the John Cleary one.
Oh, yeah.
You start with that. Now they're all just grievances with Mark Ray, so you're all right. for a few
You're
minutes, yeah.
safe. Hit me.
The John Cleary one and the most recent one. Now the John Cleary one.
Go on.
The thing I took grievance with, I was stuck in traffic. And I was vexed now if I got you. Was you were saying, about the accents and how that if someone moves to Dublin,
Yeah.
that the accent that they pick is the South Dublin accent.
Yeah.
You were saying that in a fucking Sligo accent.
I know,
You're
but
from Castlereagh.
yeah, but
But like you were saying in the Sligo accent, so I'm not invited what you were saying about people.
no, but we've
Oh,
addressed
I was
that.
so angry. I know, but you can't, you know what I mean? You can't if you're caking it too.
No, but I'm saying this is what I'm saying when I say that. I'm fucking terrible. I picked up a Sligo accent.
Yeah.
When people go to Dublin, they pick up Dublin accents. So I'm not like being a hypocrite. Like I'm saying, that's what happens.
No, you are.
And we got to the bottom of it. We said it's because, you know, that's the one that they hear on the television and all that kind of stuff.
You haven't picked up a Dublin accent. You're abroad.
No, I haven't. No.
But that's what happens. People get accents.
Mm.
It is what it is. Can we stop out about Kendy's Sligo accent for now? I'm sick to death of it.
Absolutely.
Right? Here, man. See you, hey. Right? Go on, that's grievance number one.
Grievance number 1.
Talk to me.
Yeah, it's good as someone.
This is good because, you know, I usually take the compliments. I've never been hit this hard with the real truths before. I don't know how I'm going to react to it, but I'm going to keep that window
I might
open.
have to get my phone, but there's another. The other one was
Get your phone if you want.
what you said
What?
to that taxi driver in Frankfurt had to be the most pig ignorant thing I've ever heard say to a taxi driver.
Will you play a little reminder clip of that there
Yeah,
now?
play a
Play a
little
bit
bit.
of a reminder.
And what's the good beer?
I'm a big. I only drink vodka, so I can't tell you anything about beer.
You only drink vodka?
But I had to drink 2 or 3 times a year, and then I drink a lot of vodka.
Okay.
So I was going to say, in Ireland, the only people that only drink vodka are like school children.
Yeah, because I really don't like the taste, but it's good to get I drink vodka Red Bull.
Yeah.
And then it tastes good, and you
Get the buzz on.
You can get real quick drunk, so it's okay for me.
Yeah, you do really well at like a children's disco in Ireland. That is.
Okay. What you said to that taxi driver, I was so mortified.
Why, what's so bad about it? That he belongs in,
Right.
in the youth discourse?
You told him this, but obviously a grown man, that children drink what he drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you said that he should be with children
No,
because he drinks that.
he said that he do well at children's discos.
So you called him something else then?
A diddler.
A pedophile.
Yeah, did I say something to him, didn't I?
Do you know what I mean? Like, I tell you what, if you done that to a taxi driver here, you'd be ructions.
You'll be ructions.
Now, can I tell you my third grievance?
Go on, hit me.
And this is going to be a tough truth for you to swallow.
Go on, hit me. They already are.
In that whole episode and your whole trip to Frankfurt, if it was a film, you'd be the bad guy. Think about it, right? I'll support my points.
Go on.
Okay.
First thing was the arriving in the country and kind of calling it what it was, and then talking to the taxi driver.
Mm.
You only drank in the same place.
Yeah.
My main grievance as well is the Saudi Arabian lad in.
Aziz.
All he wanted was new friends.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All he wanted,
Derek,
you walked out, he was talking.
Derek, you're sitting up there on your high horse, man. You belong out in the Boyle Road with your
No.
man, the chieftain. I'll tell you what,
No.
man, you belong up on that hill with the chieftain, man. Listen,
No.
if you were there, like
You
Derek,
didn't involve yourself in the culture of the country.
No.
All you did was give out when you were there, and all you did was give out when you were home.
listen to me. Aziz, listen, let's
Yeah,
talk about Aziz for a sec.
he asked you to go for a pint, and you walked out of the
He was
room.
on his own.
On his own,
In a
travelling from a
foreign
foreign
country.
land.
Hey, I didn't tell him no.
You didn't
No, you
tell him
just said,
anything.
yep.
I just didn't answer, but I just went
You
out the
didn't,
door.
you didn't tell him anything.
Derek, let me tell you, if you
Your
were there,
whole trip to Frankfurt, from start to finish, was pig ignorant.
I think, hey, this is coming from somewhere. Derek, this is coming from somewhere. I think Derek might have been Aziz when he went out to Morocco.
Oh,
Here, come here, guys. Don't go out for a drink like without me. Yeah, we won't, Derek. Come on,
Where
yeah.
are you
Come
going?
on. Listen, man, if you were there with Aziz, you would have done the same thing.
Of course I would, but I wasn't, so I'm going to call you on it now.
Open my head, man.
You only met him for 30 seconds.
I know it was too much.
And then you passed out drunk, no doubt snoring in the head in you,
Oh, man.
right, from the drink. And then your phone woke the whole room.
Yeah.
You were that ignorant. If that was me,
Yeah, I
I
know.
would have been raging.
I know.
Imagine staying in a hostel. This lad keeps you up, probably snoring all night, and then the phone wakes you up in the morning.
I
Phone out of
didn't
your
want to
pocket.
stay in a hostel.
You go out to these same bar every night and you stare at the musicians and you're calling them
Put them
not
down.
great, putting them down.
Putting them down.
And they're only trying to fucking cut their teeth.
Make a few pounds.
They wouldn't
Make
let me
a
sing a
pound.
song. They wouldn't let me sing a
All
song.
I'm saying is, you were the bad guy.
No, well,
And you went to Germany and were a bag. That's a big piece. You were the worst lad in the country
That's a-
known for bad guys.
They have had the best bad guys.
But they're always after John McClane.
They're always the bad guy in the film, actually. It's always a German lad.
Fair the detonators. Mr. McClane.
So listen, I've taken your constructive criticism on board, Derek.
To be honest, I was let down.
Okay,
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I'm with you.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's probably more. I just haven't listened to them all.
No, I'm with you, man. I get it. I completely get it. Don't worry, I go change.
You're not thick, like.
Huh?
You wouldn't, as long as you're not thick. Like.
Yeah, it takes that KB thick to all of you. I'm not
But you know, like, you know, when you sometimes that happens to me, you know, when someone says something to you, or even in passing, or you might be out and you get home and it's the insult only doxing you then. Jeez, he said that.
Yeah.
I reckon that taxi driver, right, arrives home. He arrived home and he's smiling and he's laughing in the thing, right? And he arrived home and he's sitting down watching telly, and fucking dawns on him.
He did kick me up the ass.
Yeah, he did kick you up the ass. Yeah. What the fuck? Did you just tell me to go to a children's disco because to drink vodka? And he's sitting there and he's stewing. And only dawned on him. He's sitting there with a glass of vodka, and he's like,
Yodi.
2 or 3 times a year.
2 or 3 times a year
he drinks a glass of vodka.
well, geez, not anymore.
No.
Not no more.
Not the mover.
I tell you, we should do this after every couple of episodes. The quality assurance
Well,
episode.
you need to be putting jack
Reined
lads.
in.
Yeah.
to be
There's no
putting
one telling
check.
us this stuff, you see.
Did I do anything wrong on the trip?
What did you do wrong?
I chilled out.
I was focused. I was focused on the young
Kendy.
fella. Yeah,
That's good. Could you tell us a bit about your trip to Morocco?
I could. I did 2 things that are funny.
Right.
Someone threw a monkey at me. I was in Morocco, or I was in Marrakesh all 20 minutes. I was walking through the markets, and next thing I feel this thing fucking moving on my neck. And your man threw a monkey on a chain, and it was on my neck, and I started, like, you know, speaking through your teeth because I didn't know what it was. I thought it might have been a cat or something that just jumped on me, and anyway, it was a monkey. And
Why did you throw it on your neck?
he wanted money for the photo, but like I was standing there with the monkey, and I wasn't moving.
Oh, it was
I just started arguing with him, and then, but then I was talking to someone I know there the other night, and they were saying that spider monkeys sometimes will rip your eye out of your head.
No way.
So I'm lucky some out of their lives on
Was
scale.
it a spider
yeah.
monkey?
It was a spider monkey.
They are vicious, man. Monkeys.
I've never heard of a spider
Marcel.
monkey.
Oh, man. Lethal.
What's a spider monkey?
It's a monkey and a spider. Let's say, okay, no, I gotta explain it to you. If a monkey and a spider love each other very, very much, Ray.
Okay.
Sometimes.
How would that work?
It is what it is.
It
man.
just does, Ray.
Yeah.
We don't have all the answers. We're not zoologists.
There'd be a mixed race relationship there.
Mixed species.
It works.
So that was it. Threw a monkey on me. And you were talking about earlier about the go-kart that came into my head. So I was on a camel. Right?
As you do in
And
Morocco.
I show you the photo. But I was on the camel for the first time, and they said put this blue robe thing on and sit in the camel. And when I did, I was saying, "Jeez, I'm awful far forward." But I thought, you know, because I've never been on a camel before, like, like that was the way it was supposed to be. So I was leaning forward, my core was in bits. And I'll show you the photo, but sure, it turns out then there was a picture of all of us in a line. And sure, I'm way forward, like I'm leaning over the head of the camel, and everyone is sitting in the middle of. For an hour and a half, I was sitting there, and like I was tense. I had to tense to be able to stay up. But I was like,
Dark tugging his neck.
I was like that.
Is it a 2-hump camel, is it?
You know, it was the one hump. His name was Shakira.
So this is what Tarek did when he went to Morocco. He found himself on the back of a camel. That's about all you found.
Were you not wearing any trousers?
Look at me, little leggy.
Were you not wearing any trousers?
I had shorts.
Just it looks like you're wearing a skirt there.
They said, put on that blue robe and get up in that camel.
Ray, have you anyone to get to while we're here?
I happened to pass by Expose there as I was flicking through the old television
Ray
channels.
was watching
He watches
Expose.
Expose
That was
every
a
day.
fact.
Right.
They were saying that Brittany's have to take an notice turn. Did you hear? I think our lad is in charge of her.
What do you mean turn though? Like, because
As in
I don't know
she's-
where she was to turn to.
She looks shook like.
She got
Oh,
shook
okay.
looking.
She looks well shook like.
Yeah, is she hitting proper? No.
Like she put up a video saying that, you know, she's sound. But you could see the old mascara around the eyes and the hair was in a big bush. And
She hasn't done a proper day's work in her life, I'd say. What age was she when Baby One More Time came out?
she was, just I'd say she was 17 or 18.
She'd hope she was 18.
What do you mean? You were 7.
Yeah, I
Not 7,
know.
but
Still though.
5.
He wouldn't like to be having those kind of thoughts about a 17-year-old, is what he's saying.
Well, what I'm saying is if I saw the video again today, I hope she was 18 in it. Unbelievable that.
Hit Me Baby One More Time very against the whole Me Too movement.
Don't you buy a don't.
Isn't it though?
Jesus, Ray, don't bring up the Me Too movement.
My name is Derek Gorham, and I'd just like to state that I am out of this conversation, and what happens next, I want no part in I don't want to speak in any way about it. I am out of this conversation until it's over. Please remember that I said this before. Anything the boys say, anything after this, I am out. I'm gone. I don't want to talk anymore.
No, Ray, come on. Come on, talk to us, so Ray. I can't wait to get to the bottom of this one now.
But sure, what's hit me, baby, one more time about?
I'm actually going to leave the room.
Don't go. You're great crack. No, we're not. No, I'll stop talking about it now. I'll stop talking about it.
She's gone off the wall now again, you reckon? Huh?
Yeah, apparently so. But apparently it's because our old lad's in charge. They signed him into some sort of an arrangement where he has complete control over what she does.
And she's in Las Vegas doing the nightly
And she's
shows.
a grown woman, like. No, she's complete. She's cancelled that indefinitely. She's doing no more Las Vegas, no.
There's loads of people that are in charge of their kids' career. Tiger Woods' old fella. You met him golf since he was 2 years old. Floyd Mayweather. My old fella groomed me into be the finest one-man show. I didn't want to do this, like.
What did you want to do?
I wanted to be a philanthropist. Sorry. Sorry, different.
My name is Derek Coran. I'd just like to state that I... Nothing to do with where this conversation is going.
I don't know what I want to do. But the old fella show we were musicians anyway.
We're on episode
43.
now. Oh no, it's 43, you're right. So episode 43, lads.
Yeah.
In episode 42, you challenged me to something.
Oh, I did. Did you know this, Derek? No? Okay, so in episode 42, we started a new thing now called Kendy and Raybo's History Corner. Yeah. I set Ray the challenge of coming in and telling us all about King Henry II's invasion of Ireland.
Now,
did you do it, Ray?
I did it.
Lovely.
Have you much info on this? Would you know your history well enough to know?
I'll be honest with you, lads. My head's switched off out of what you're about to talk about. Are you just going to start telling me history facts?
Yeah.
I'm hungover.
We're going to tell you a story.
Yeah.
I want to watch cartoons. All right, tell me a story. Tell me a story. I'm only joking. You have it written down everything. You're excuse the button.
All right, so come on, Ray. I can't wait.
Right,
Come
okay.
on. Yup, bye, yeah.
The start of this story starts with a fella called Dermot, right? Dermot McMurrough. And you know where he's from? He's from Wexford. Little place called Ferns.
Lovely.
Have you ever been to Ferns?
No. It's a great old rebel spirit out. There's loads of them.
Oh, yeah. So Dermot, anyway, he was the king down there in the kind of southeast, sunny southeast.
Aye.
Grand spot, right? And then he fell out with the High King of Ireland because at the time in Ireland there was 150 kingdoms or so in Ireland, would you believe?
Jeez, one of the Game of Thrones.
It was like something out of Game of Thrones or Shrek or something, you know?
Mother of God.
Yeah.
Or Shrek. Game of Thrones or Shrek.
Yeah, one of the other,
Yeah.
they're very similar. Anyway, 150 kingdoms, but the buck that ruled over the whole lot was the High King. Now, the High King was Rory O'Connor.
And he was one of the singers, was it? With the High Kings.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, with the High. It wasn't the High Kings is a musical group.
See the Bowron Blair. So they're like TDs.
Yeah, I suppose you could say it was a bit like the way it is now, where you have a TD in every.
Then the TDs made one the Taoiseach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I suppose this is great now. Now we're getting
Yeah,
analogy.
now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking. We're actually getting it a modern twist.
Aye.
Right. So Dermot wanted to be the big dick in Ireland, and he wanted to be the High King. So he had a falling out with Rory O'Connor from Connacht.
Aye.
Right, and there was a battle, and Dermot didn't go so well in the battle.
The Connacht fella,
Connacht fella beat him,
he kicked head of him.
kicked the head of him. Yeah.
So did he put a YouTube video to call him out or something like that?
no,
Is
he
that-
didn't. He went
Right.
away. He left. He got the ferry over to France.
Gone.
Over.
Ferry.
Yeah, because Irish ferries were doing a serious run at that point.
I think it was £19.
Got the
He went out
Catamaran.
to Rosslare and down to Cherbourg and straight into Henry II's court. Are you with me so far?
Yeah, I got you so far.
Henry
Yeah.
II is busy fighting King Louis of France. That's why he's below in Normandy.
Right.
Right? So this
He has his
upstart-
own shit.
He has his own shit to deal with.
Yeah.
So Dermot anyway lands into the court and he says, Henry, I want my kingdom back and I want to be High King. But Henry said, look, there's a couple of the boys in England there that have nothing for doing. They'd help you. Don't be annoying me with your shite. So he went over to England and he met a lad called Richard de Clare. And you'll know him otherwise known as Strongbow.
Strongbow.
You know the cider?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He put it inside her.
The look on your face.
No,
Darren.
no,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't
So
have
anyway,
put it together.
Richard de Clare anyway was doing nothing. He's sitting there in Wales. He's a small bet. Right? So he's nothing for baiting now at this stage.
He had no baiting
He's
done.
looking for a new challenge.
Yeah, he wants new baiting.
So Dermot lands in and he says, I need you to give me a hand, bait the heads of the lads in Ireland.
I want to give the boys a bad baiting across the water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Richard says to him, well, what's in it for me? So Dermot, being Dermot, says, I'll tell you what, I'll give you 200,000 acres. I'll give you Wexford. Right? So he was giving him Wexford.
Yeah, well, no one wanted Wexford, I'd say. At the
But
time.
that's it. Richard was not interested at this point. So 200,000, you have 200,000
Well,
acres
the
here.
roads that he put into Wexford are still used today. They haven't changed.
Yeah, that's true.
The big thing, this is the right sweetener now. Do you know what he says then? I have a daughter. She's a fine young one.
Oh,
Her name's Aoife,
no.
right? And you can have her.
Well, I would be going.
How many men do you want? When do you want us to get over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. Young Richard said, I'll take it.
Aye.
I'll take it. So he got a couple of the boys together, a couple of the brothers. You know, we're going over now giving these lads a bad baiting, right?
So, yeah. The Normandy ends up kicking the heads of
They
the.
did, yeah. And things were going well. Dermot and the boys with them. And then what thing happened, then young Strongbow then married young Aoife.
No, he was delighted.
Delighted, happy out.
They had the reception out there in Sligo Park.
No, they got married down in Waterford.
Right.
Yeah, down in the Waterford Castle.
Lord, what?
Really
lovely.
nice, yeah, really nice reception. They had like,
Had they a photo booth?
huh?
Yeah.
Sweet trolley.
Yeah, yeah. They had After Dark playing the After Dark going a long time. Yeah,
DJ.
yeah, DJs. Yeah.
Maniacs Bros.
Fierce wedding, lads. Fierce wedding.
Good crack at that one.
Good
I'd
crack
say,
at that.
yeah.
Now, all the while, young Henry was back in France looking at this, at young Richard de Clare doing fierce well over in Ireland. And Henry's getting tick. He's finished now fighting Louis.
Yeah, Louis does.
So he says, hold on a second. You know, this is my country. I'm the king. You can't be going over there getting young ones. Because he was kind of jealous as well, because he was a fine young one.
Yeah, he said that is a fine young one.
That is a fine young one. How did he go over there and get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't mind a fine young one.
Yeah. So he decided, I'm going to go over and I'm going to sort this right out. So he landed below in the southeast. And do you know what he did? He went on tour.
He went around the place.
He went around the place taking compliments.
Did he do the Atlantic Way? Did he? The whole lot?
He didn't do the Wild Atlantic Way.
Guinness Storehouse.
Yeah, he did the Guinness Storehouse.
Did the Temple Bar?
Yeah, went out in Temple Bar. Caught an old gig in the Badass Cafe. Oh, Jesus.
Where's that rape? What's that name of that pub?
Badass Cafe.
The Badass Cafe, the best pub in Dublin. Thanks very much. Friday and Saturday night, 9 till 2, Darko.
There we go. If you are around.
Yeah, he caught that. And he kind of put Richard back in his box.
Right.
And that's how Henry ended up in Ireland.
Did he then obviously continued on to ravage the country?
He did a bit of ravaging.
Yeah.
Do you know, it was the first time an English king set foot on Irish soil.
Is it?
It was. And that's what the 800 years started.
That's where it started.
That's what they get it, because Dermot invited them in. Now, part of this story, I actually did a little bit of research, and I managed to find one of Dermot McMorrow's long-lost ancestors below in Wexford.
No shagging way.
I did, and I got onto him, I emailed him, and I asked him would he take an old call. And I have him on the line.
Jeez, you've done some research into this, boy.
Oh, just I have indeed, yeah. Now, he's also living down in Ferns in County Wexford.
Lovely.
And his name is Noel McMurrough.
How's things, lads? How are you doing? How are you?
Not so bad. Come here.
I can't stay long, lads. I'm just selling the strawberries out on the road.
Like your ancestors.
Did years before you. Yeah. Come here, Noel. When did you first kind of realise that you were descended from the man that invited the British into Ireland?
Well, lads, I was always told this since I was a child. They always used to say, you know, like your great grandfather, like, was the king of Leinster. Ferns was the capital of Ireland. Ferns should still be the capital of Ireland, in my mind.
Yeah, okay. Ferns was the capital of Ireland then. Okay.
He kicked him out of his house. He went up and he asked the boys, he says, any chance he can get back in? They said no. He went to England.
That's right.
Asked Henry abroad in England, said, "Give us no dig out here."
Yeah.
The boys wanted me back into the gas. And Henry said, I'm not really bothered. Ask one of the other lads.
Right.
Or he asked, what's his name? Magnus. No, Strongbow. Strongbow.
Absolutely.
Would he give him a hand? Strongbow said, might as well not do nothing. Strongbow come over, give him a hand, dig out.
Yeah.
They basically got it back. Got back his gaff. And he said to him, fair play to you, do you want to marry the young one? And he gave him my great aunt. Married Strongbow.
No, it wouldn't be the aunt. No, if Dermot's daughter, Aoife,
Are you
married.
who you say you are?
I'm afraid some of
Yes.
our panellists are wondering about your authenticity on this matter.
Lads, I'm from Wexford. I'm selling strawberries on the side of the road.
But are you a relative of Dermot Bannon?
McBurrow.
So we're all relatives with Dermot McMurrough.
I don't
But
know.
I was told since I was a child. That's who I am.
I have,
That's who
I have a test for you, right? I've just wanted to ask you something, or tell you something. Do you know what I think is the worst band in Ireland? Just as a tester, a band called Guerrilla Radio, right? Gorilla Radio have to be the worst band. And the lead singer, geez, he has a note in his head or in his pocket. How do you feel about that?
Whoa, wait. You have to take it too far there now. Too far. There's all a bit of crack there now at the start, lad. How dare you?
You hear the car starting and he's on the way to knock the head of me.
We'd like to thank Noel Kenny.
I'll see you in 15 minutes if I'm not there.
If you're not there, start without me. I'd like to thank Noel Kenny for deputising as Dermot McMorrow's long-lost ancestor. Fair play to you. You're not actually related to him, are you, Noel?
Fair play to you, boys. Every word of that was true, boys.
Everyone.
I own that castle in Ferns.
First is Captain Burton.
Back.
The only capital of Ireland.
First is real to Captain Burton. Hang up the phone.
No, thanks a million, mate.
King of Ireland
fair
there.
play to me.
Hey, we'll
fair
pick
play
it
to you.
outside ours. And we'll get Burns to be the capital of Ireland.
Thanks, Noel. Fair play to you.
Good luck, boys.
Good luck.
Look, Nolly.
Right.
There we go. So that was really well done, Ray.
Yeah, that's it. That's everything.
All right, there we go. That's Raybo's guide to Henry II. Mate. Fair play to you.
Could you help me pick a historical event with which Kendy will research for next week's episode?
Does it have to be Irish?
No, I can be whatever you want.
I read about something very interesting. The Suez Canal, I don't know if I'm saying that.
Suez Canal crisis.
Yeah,
That's a very good one now.
that's a very good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Suez
Right.
Canal crisis.
There you are now.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Google it.
Google it.
like.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
The
Yeah.
Suez Canal
Google.
crisis.
Yeah. SUEZ.
Oh, it should be a German job or something.
ANAL crisis.
Cool. Cool, yeah. Here we go. That's perfect, Ray.
Will you
Thanks a
take that
million.
there for next
Yeah,
week?
I'll take that for next week. That's great. That's marvellous. Thanks a million.
Marvellous going. Any plans for the week there, Derek? Besides getting the car fixed.
You have to go back to school again on Monday.
I do. No, on the Tuesday.
When do you get the holidays?
Jeez, 3 weeks, 4
Oh
weeks.
man, it's unbelievable. Wait and hear this, right? No, this is it's. I don't know how the teachers do it, right? He had 2 weeks off there for Easter.
He did.
He has to wait 4 weeks now for another week off.
Another week?
Isn't that an
What
absolute
happens in
disgrace?
4
3
weeks?
months.
You get 3 months off.
Oh, 3 months off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mm.
I mean, that is a disgrace. You shouldn't have 4 weeks work before you get your next holidays. That is an absolute disgrace.
Don't make me say it.
Look who's talking, like.
Don't make me say it. I say it to him every time he does this to me.
Go on.
I say, I do your week's work
Yeah,
in 2 nights.
he does. He does. How long do you play on a Friday, Saturday night?
5 hours.
So you do 10 hours with the gigs
Yeah.
In
in 2 nights.
2 nights.
2 nights.
That's actually Mark's, because that's your 5 gigs.
Yeah, I know, because I don't drive anywhere like that either.
No, you
know?
don't.
No, I don't drive to Galway or Killarney or Cork
Man,
or
it's
Kerry
just-
or
it's just-
Dublin
Mark,
or
it's just a joke.
Letterkenny.
It's a joke.
Or-
It's only
It's just a joke. There's no
upset
need to
about it.
actually
No, I
come
get
back
to the
all
bottom
pure
of this.
serious. Like,
Anyway, look, it's not right, T. Someone needs to strike, because you can't have teachers working 4 weeks straight and without holidays. That's an absolute disgrace.
Careful now, we have a lot of teachers on the listenership.
Well, I know, I'm with them.
You don't sound like you're
I
with
am
them.
with them, Ray. I'm telling you, I'm with them.
You don't
Is that
sound
right?
like...
When was your holidays before the Easter ones?
hmm?
You had a midterm like
When did
4
you
weeks
get your
before
holidays?
that.
2008.
I don't. Yeah, I
You
haven't
just
got
been
holidays.
on holidays since.
No, I haven't been on holidays.
When did you
in ages,
finish
man.
school?
I'm flat out. I'm flat out.
I'm kind of on holidays since.
Oh, that's a
I know.
dirty thing.
It's an awful thing. That's very good. We will leave it that, will we?
I think we will. That's
We-
episode 43.
Fair play to you, Derek.
Thanks for
in and
coming
doing it
back.
again.
No bother.
I say it every week. I can't stress it enough, Ray. You're probably sick of hearing it.
I am.
I'll keep spouting us.
Mhm.
Like us and share us and subscribe to all the channels that you are on, wherever you're listening to us. And tell all your friends. Jesus, I'm blue in the face telling you. Tell anyone that you think might enjoy us.
Yeah.
And, Jason, we keep growing the community, Ray, between the two of us.
We will.
And between ye as well. We're all in one big family.
Yeah.
Fair play to us.
I wonder
Fair-
who will get in now to criticise Derek's contribution to this
Oh,
episode.
jeez, we get someone. Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.